loser, Kari Lake, is getting slammed by a Christian group for invoking God on the campaign trail. Now, the group is called Faithful America, and they have circulated a petition expressing some outrage at Lake's recent comments at a rally in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, where she had called on her supporters to strap on a Glock to help her election to the Senate. How exactly is that going to help? I mean, what are you doing? She's out there telling your supporters, that's right, true patriots, you need to get your strap on.
I got a new strap-on harness today.
Okay, not really, but still, strap on your Glock. Okay, well, how about no? Now, she also in the same section of the speech told supporters to, quote, put on the armor of God. Just put on the armor and your strap on. Oh, okay. Now, I am curious, though, seriously, if you have the armor of God on, why do you need a Glock? Is the armor, like, not good? I mean, stat-wise, like, what are we looking at? Okay, it's got low armor value. What is it? +3 to not to Constitution, but to wisdom. What is this? I mean, I can tell you that I can see how priests are dressed, and let me tell you, you ain't gonna tank any bosses with that. All right, and you're gonna be down before healers can even res you. Okay, seriously though. Getting back to the petition, I know I'm a complete nerd. Christians who follow the Prince of Peace should not be encouraging or threatening political violence, period. I agree. To do so is an enormous distortion of our faith. Now, you can tell that this group is center-left because they're actually telling you what Jesus was about. He was not in favor of violence, unless, of course, it's whipping the money changers out of the temple. So that was, to be fair, that got a little violent, right? You know, just whipping the people. Get out of the temple. Get out of the temple. All right. So, nonetheless, he did abhor, you know, murder, death, killing. And so, yeah, I mean, what makes you think that any part of Jesus's story is pro getting on your Glock, getting your weapons? Okay, I don't see that. I just don't see it. In fact, they concluded their petition with, "We believe that when Jesus told Peter to put away his sword, because those who live by the sword die by the sword, it could also apply to Glocks and guns. Please stop invoking God to provoke political violence." Now, look, overall, it's a good message. I like it. Unfortunately, the current political right loves violence. They think that violence is acceptable to solving political problems now, violence against people, and too often they try to justify it with the Bible. I don't like that, but I think anybody who's been paying attention knows that this is what they've been doing for a long time, using the violence to justify, bigotry against the LGBTQ plus community, having Proud Boys show up at drag shows or drag queen story hour, things like that. I mean, yeah, and threatening to do violence, and of course, the counter protesters that are defending war crimes right now in Israel. A lot of these are right wingers, provocateurs, and so that is a big problem. You do have people that are continually espousing violent rhetoric on the right wing. Why would you go and tell somebody who wants to vote to get your gun? You don't need your gun to vote. Your vote is far more important than your gun. And you know why? It's because people with guns fought to make it that way. They knew that the application of violence doesn't lead to good things. It doesn't lead to democracy. Of course, the far right does not believe in democracy. They don't trust the democratic process. And so what do? They tell people, get their guns. Go watch your polling places to try to intimidate people. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, there is not enough people joining the right wing in order to sustain the party staying in power. So, of course, they have to scare people. They have to make sure that they, break some of the rules to strip power away from Democrats that are able to win governorships, for example. They've done that for quite some time. And so you have this situation where you have these far right people coming out and just threatening violence and saying, oh, keep your guns handy because you never know when you're going to use them. No, you shouldn't ever have to use them against your fellow American. It's just absolutely sickening and wrong. This group is 100% right to call out Kari Lake and to call out people who espouse violence and use violent rhetoric. I just hope that their warning does not fall on deaf ears.